There you go. So, when you're building a computer, you actually want to take the front and the back panels off because we're going to be putting stuff inside of it.
Whoa!
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't have to unscrew anything, it was just a button.
Yep, get that little white box out of the bottom.
That little white box?
There's a little white box back there on the bottom.
Are you sponsored by this company?
NZXT? No, but they're nice to me.
Okay, in that case, I will comment on how it is cool that they give you the tools.
No, fuck them. Their airflow sucks! That's what everybody says.
Yeah, that's what I say about women. Yeah, Annie's great, she's cute, nice Korean girl, good at League of Legends, but her airflow, man.
Fuck! Annie!
So I lift it up?
Mm-hmm. You don't need the box anymore.
I'm so scared of breaking something.
You might. We already threw the processor. Oh, you threw!
Alright, now what? It really feels like it's gonna break. Uh-oh.
Did you break it?
I don't know, but like, I feel like I can't put this in cleanly.
It sounds like it's breaking. So you're probably not going to swap cases or dope or swap anything around. So normally for a PC builder, you kind of just leave it tight enough. You don't need to like weld it into the case because you might need to take it apart at some point. But in this case, you probably won't.
I wish I had like a magnetic screwdriver.
Is it not magnetic?
Oh, no.
You're playing the game on hard mode.
It's not working.
I'll tag you out.
Okay.
I'll do the screwing.
Okay. You do the screwing. I'll film. Yeah, so something connects the motherboard to the case, and then the motherboard's like, "Ayo, bitch! Turn on!"
It does do that. That's true. So, what happens is, the cables from the case.
Oh, there's cables in the back.
Yeah. These are the things that yell bitch to the actual computer.
Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it.
So now she knows what corner to stand on. And it's perfect. Is it too big?
I don't think it's the wrong hole. I wonder if it's just missing.
That does happen. Are you nervous?
Yeah, it's my first time. I can't tell if it's in. Like, it doesn't feel correct.
You know, correct is subjective. As long as it feels good. But anyways, so now all of the case is connected to the motherboard. So anytime you press this button, these holes, the headphones, all of this stuff, it now listens. If you say bitch, it comes running. So here's the thing about this cooler, right? When you told me that you wanted to buy a computer for $60, you also stipulated that you want anime boobs inside the PC. So the Kraken Z73, the Z series processors from NZXT are the only ones really on the market that have a LCD screen right on the cooler. So yeah, it can tell you how hot it is and if it's overheating, or you could replace it with a GIF of anything you want.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
So, while I didn't have time to get a paint job done, you can have moving anime boobs inside your PC. The neighborhood I'm moving to, there is someone who literally has their favorite hentai scene playing on their computer 24/7.
Yeah, I understand that. It saves time. You don't even have to turn the PC on. I guess you do. You hit the power button and all the good stuff's right there.
Yep. He doesn't even need to have internet access.
Damn.
He has literally min-maxed porn consumption.
We are 50% of the way done with building our new PC. I think there's something really weird and fucked up about building a PC. About streaming yourself building a PC. Like, we're streaming on my old PC, building a new one. This computer is literally watching us, streaming us, broadcasting us, build its replacement. Isn't that really sad? This computer, once my current PC is going to be demoted to Annie's hand-me-down PC. Once we're done, this is gonna go down to the living room, and then Annie's gonna watch Animal Crossing videos on it 24/7. Did I tell you I met my ex? I only have one ex. I've only ever had 2 girlfriends. I dated a girl for 2 weeks when I was 16 years old, and then I dated Annie.
Did you say 2 weeks or 2 years?
2 weeks. We broke up over Gmail. But she was a nice girl.
Why is it always the Google products?
Damn. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, anyway. We didn't break up over anything dramatic. We started dating, and then we realized we weren't very similar, and then we're like, okay, yeah, let's just split up. And she's still a great girl. I ran into her later when I was 22 years old. I was living on a college campus. I lived on a college campus because all my friends were there. All my high school friends went to the same college called Virginia Tech. And I lived with them. It was great. And I ran into my ex-girlfriend, and it was really surreal. We were both at like this like introduction to beginners like dance club that I followed my friends to. And then I asked her where the water fountain was, and then she was like, "Oh, hey Albert, yeah, come with me." And then she leads me down this hallway where it's just the 2 of us for a while. And after some amount of time, I realized like we're going really far away, and there's no one around. And then she goes to a corner, and then she turns to me. She's like, "Come here." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm very cautious, and I slowly creep over to the corner. And then she pulls out her hand, and she's like, "There's the water fountain." And I said, "Thanks." And then I drank some water, and then she brought me back to the introduction dance studio class. What? That's it. Boxbox, have you heard of this rhythm game called Osu? I can tell you guys right now, 100% confidence. Osu does not get you girls. I can tell you right now, no girls like, holy crap. He just clicked on that circle so good. No one ever does that. It's really sad. They don't do that with DDR either, but they do that with Dance Rush. If you're good at Dance Rush, girls will be like, "Wow."
I do this every time.
What?
There's this mistake I always make when I'm installing an AIO, where you need to have all of the cables on the same side. And I always tell myself, it's such a simple mistake, you're not going to fuck this up. And I literally fuck it up every single time.
Yeah, I understand those words.
Every time! I know I make this mistake too. It's so simple. Do you have a story of one of your most embarrassing moments during a sponsor stream?
Ooh, embarrassing moments during a sponsored stream.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, K-Car. Yeah. One time, I was sponsored to play Monster Hunter. And they want me to like stream it in advance to build up viewers, the standard stuff. And then I had like 40 minutes left, and I was like, I'll stream one more TFT game. But then the TFT game ended up being like the closest game ever. And I was in the top 2 for like a whole extra 10 minutes. So right at like 3 o'clock, I imagine like Monster Hunter or Capcom's watching. They're like, all right, he's gonna switch to Monster Hunter now. And then I made a mistake. I should have just forfeited the game. But I just like finished the game, took an extra 4 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I imagine for those 4 minutes, there's like, we're paying him for this time. And it made me really sad. I was like, I fucked up. I imagine those executives being like, oh boy, can't wait to see how he makes our game look good. And then I finished my TFT game.
Were they upset?
I mean, they just asked me to stream longer. But I imagined that moment, and I cringe a lot. I've learned I will just forfeit next time. Another time I was sponsored to eat like the hottest spicy wings on the planet or something. And I'm really bad at spicy foods. So my mom made me practice for like a week beforehand. Ordering the wings and then slowly building up a tolerance to them.
Dude, your mom's a homie. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. Your mom's a real one. How did it go? Did you survive?
Oh, we found out this like cheat code. You can simply place non-spicy wings in the middle of a bunch of spicy wings, and then just memorize which of the wings are not spicy, and then eat only the non-spicy wings.
You cheated.
No, I mean, I could have done that, but I actually did eat the spicy wings, and I cried a lot, like a little bitch. But I could have done that. I want everyone to know I thought of it, I could have done it, and I didn't. I chose the true method. I went in like a Giga Chad, I ate 4 bites of those wings, and I started crying.
You know, you've always been for the content, and I respect that.
Yeah, it's like that time we threw a processor at a wall. I'm a man of the people. I live to create interesting dilemmas on stream.
I went from respect to just a little bit of pain.
Did I tell you about that one thing that happened that while ago? I always talk about this like cryptically, just like to give an example, but without actually outing it. But there was this one League streamer that it was quite popular back then, who stole some of my really important private files.
What?
Yeah, I know. And they used it to their own advantage and profited a lot from it. And then I was like, man, did this streamer just like also figure out the same things I figured out and like it was all in my document, or did they just steal it? So then I go look at my server and I see that someone connected to my IP address, and then I saw that I just like cross-checked it. I figured out that it was that person. The reason that I was able to figure out that it was that person's IP address is because back then, if you had someone's Skype name, you could find their IP address.
Oh, that's fun.
So I had the streamer's Skype name, and I was just like, I'll just plug it into an IP resolver. Got the IP, it's the same one as the one that connected to me. I was like, yeah, they just straight up stole it. And I was like, I kind of want to like call them out. It'd be really spicy. Imagine like the Reddit post. Like, yeah, here's some evidence that this streamer, who's quite popular, just stole a lot of data from me and then used it to their advantage. But I didn't do it because I didn't want to be attacked by their fans. So I just let it happen, and it was really sad.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's like not okay.
It is not okay, but like I don't want to provoke like a fight. Boxbox, why don't you just talk to? Oh yeah, hey man, I noticed you stole all of my data. Can I have it back? You already profited a lot from it, but like, yeah, give it back to me. Did I tell you about the dungeons? So I made this Discord game.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That shit looks fun.
Yes, a lot of the subs actually really like it. It went a lot better than I expected. But basically, I'll tell you the story while you're building to fill up the time. I was in a call with a few friends like a year and a half ago. And randomly we were playing a game, and I just like said something out of thin air. I said like, hey, I'll give you 2 Albert points if you get that pentakill. And then the guy I said it to was like, 2 Albert points? Hell yeah! And then he goes and gets the pentakill. And I'm like, all right, here's your 2 Albert points. Don't spend it all in one place. And then someone else in the call is like, wait, I want an Albert point. And I was like, okay, if you flash right now, I'll give you an Albert point. She flashes. I'm like, there's 1 Albert point. And then like, it's just some random inside joke. But then after like 4 people randomly do stuff to get these like fictionist Albert points, I was like, it'd be funny if I like actually put in a little bit of dev work and made it a bot. So then I got a friend of mine named Matara, one of my mods on Twitch. And I was like, hey, can you make this like Discord chat bot that like keeps track of points, and then like I can use a command to award or remove them? And he was like, yeah. It took him like 8 minutes. He made a Discord bot for me. It's called MomBot, or Albert's mom. And it just keeps track of it. And then I like pull it up on the Discord, and they're like, wait, now I need more. One of the girls is like, oh, if I get like 3 more points, I'll be the leader. All right, and then Matara adds in a leaderboard. And then suddenly people are competing for it. And then they're like, wait, I want to gamble with it. So then I make like a very simple gambling game where they can coin flip to double their Albert points. Right, and then they keep playing it, and they keep betting with it, and it slowly becomes more and more fun, and more of my friends want to like try. So then I tell Matara like, okay, there's actually like some interest here. And then we spend like a month and probably in the realm of like $600. A sizable amount, but nothing too crazy for a project. $600 to make it like actually have features where you can like actually trade it, invest it in Albert point stocks that I made up. All the stocks have like really stupid names. It's like Albert's apples and Annie's ants. And then they just like move randomly or semi-randomly, and you just like invest points and you can like sell them whenever you want. Then we made like every 24 hours there's like a random free daily bonus. We can get 5 points, and then people would start setting alarms. It's like, oh my god, it's only 2.5 minutes until the next daily bonus.
That's what I did with Neopets.
Yeah, they started getting really into it. So then we just kept adding features, and then people just kept on wanting to join. And then I was like, what if we make like a little mini game, or what if we like give them something to actually do with the points? So then we introduced 2 really game-changing features. One, we introduced the raffle system. That's where I'll raffle off a prize. Like, hey, here's that new legendary skin on League of Legends. And then people can put in their points, and the more points you put in, the higher chance you have to win. So then suddenly people like had a reason to like want to get these Albert points, even if the prize was like $15, basically. And then we also introduced a mini game. I got a friend of mine, my tech guy named Carlos, and I was like, hey Carlos, can you learn how to make a Discord bot so that you can make me a Discord minigame bot? And then I had to make this dungeon. It was really simple. It was literally like RNG simulator, but with like a couple extra steps where you everybody, all the users in Albert points. At this point, there's probably like 80 of them. They all have a health bar, and then they go into a dungeon and like you just like trade blows one at a time, taking random amounts of damage. It's basically like RuneScape, but in text form, if you were to imagine that. And they trade blows, and at the end of the dungeon, they get a few points and maybe an item that makes like your next dungeon run better. And people loved it. It's so simple, but it was like surprisingly fun. Mostly because you could like party up with your friends. And there was only one area where you could do the dungeon. It was just called like the dungeon chat room. And then people would be like, "Mom said it was my turn to do the dungeon." Like they're like lining up, waiting, and then
You
like
can only occupy it at like.
yeah, it's like MapleStory.
Oh my god.
It was like a MapleStory party quest, and then people would be like, "Oh, like my group's been sitting here waiting for 45 minutes to do the dungeon. Like we all have full HP. Let us go." And then we like added more dungeons. We added more items. We started adding like visuals so like you could actually see your character attack the enemy character. Very quickly it became a full game where people were actually like trying to min-max it. It was very exciting. And then at some point we reached the limit. There's this game you might have heard of where basically they kind of like hacked everything together with duct tape, but then the game, like as a result, you can't add that much to it because it's like very loosely held together. This game's called League of Legends.
Right.
For example, a Jarvan ultimate is coded as a ring of minions, and that is actually really bad because when Trundle's passive, which heals him whenever a minion dies, he gains HP. So now you add Trundle, and then he heals the full HP whenever Jarvan ults. So our dungeon system like could not go any further because
Did that really happen?
yes, that really happened.
What the fuck?
So then we have this issue where the dungeons minigame could not really get any better because we duct taped everything together in the beginning. So then I go out, I find a guy who's like a professional Discord bot maker named Eric, and I say like, hey, I want you to come take a look at my game, and then I want you to make a better, cleaner version of it that is like more modular and expandable. And he was like, okay, that'll cost you $5,000, but I can do it. And I'm like, is that worth it? And then at this point, I spent so much time on Albert points, and there was actually a lot of users. There was like 400 or 500. I was like, yeah, I think I'm down. Like, I don't know if it's worth $5,000, but I think it's a very interesting idea, and I'm all for like exploring cool concepts. I think it could be really fun. So then I pay the $5,000, and 4 months later, he creates this like really clean interface for a dungeon. It's like 10 times better than the previous one, 5 times better than what I expected it to be, and it was actually insanely fun. At this point, the Albert Points user base was just my friends, then they invite their friends, then they invite their friends, and then they invite their friends. So it was like 5 degrees of separation of friends, and they just like all played it and competed for like random things. Every now and then we'd put up these little bounties that encourage interaction. The goal was to make it like a very fun place where you could like actually hang out and meet people and make a new friend. Like a lot of communities say that that's what they want you to do. I wanted this little Discord server to actually do that. So a lot of the challenges were like, hey, go find someone in Albert Points, duo queue with them, and win a ranked game of League of Legends. And then we'll give you 50 Albert Points. And it's like, oh my god, people are just like, oh my god, anyone want to do this bounty? Anyone do this bounty? And then there's another bounty like, oh hey, go draw a different person in Albert Points, and then you post the picture for some points. Points awarded based on accuracy. All right, everyone's like, oh my god, send me a selfie. I need to paint you. There was actually like a lot of artists on the server, so they had a field day. all the Asian girls that were artists were just like, oh my god, you're so cute! Oh my god, you made my boobs 4 times bigger than they actually are. They loved it.
Step on me.
A lot of people actually made friends, and that made me very happy. At this point, I wasn't making any money off of Albert points, but it made me feel really good that like people were like actually making friends. And then 2 of them started dating, and I was really proud.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they were dating. Or I was hanging out with this one guy that I met through Albert points, and he was like, oh yeah, like I can invite my girlfriend. I was like, oh girlfriend, how'd you guys meet? And then he was like, oh well, one of the bounties we had to duo, and then yeah, it's so cute.
What the fuck?
But it was around then I was convinced. I was like, this is a cool idea. So then we spent a few months and we got it ready for to release the subs. So now we've opened the game to subs, the Albert points and the dungeons. And it was a lot better than expected. At some point, the Albert points team, it's only like 4 people. They told me like, okay, Albert, we finished everything. This is the end of Albert points. And I was like, great work, sons. And then we released the game to the subs, the Albert points and the dungeons together. But then it was so popular that I called the team back in, and now they're working on making content again.